it's always good to kind of look at the scorecard and tell you what you need to do to change the gameplay. And basically, when you look at the top 17 industrialized nations, the United States ranks 17th in lifespan for women and 16th in lifespan for men. But then when you look at the entire world, all 204 nations in the United Nations, we rank 92nd in healthiness. There's 91 other nations whose peoples are healthier than us. We rank 60th in longevity. There's 59 other countries whose peoples live longer than us. God forgive us, we rank 41st in live births and first month survivability of our babies. And then, again, according to the U.S. Health and Human Services Office of Inspector General, which is the auditor for Medicare patients, they say that doctors kill 15,000 Medicare patients every month in hospitals. Doctors kill 15,000 Medicare patients every month in hospitals. That's 180,000 a year. I mean, if you're a Medicare patient, you wouldn't tolerate that for airlines. You'd say, honey, they kill 15,000 Medicare patients in commercial airlines every month. Let's take Amtrak. And then, according to the Center for Disease Control, each year in America, medical doctors infect people who come to hospitals without infections. And doctors, because they don't wash their hands after they go potty, they infect you, and you get 2 million infections, of which 90,000 die each year. That's a yearly figure. 90,000 Americans are killed each year just because doctors have dirty hands in hospitals. 90,000. Now, what if Iran were to send over one of their ballistic missiles, a nuclear warhead or a biological warhead that would infect 2 million people, and 90,000 would die? We'd declare war on them. We'd go over there and we would just destroy them. We wouldn't be handing out chocolate to the kids hoping to win their hearts and minds. We would just destroy them. Well, here we have one trade in America who have legislated themselves into a protected monopoly. They're the only legal monopoly in America is the medical system. They've legislated all their competitors out as quacks and frauds and so forth. And as a result, they can kill, burn, maim, and rob with impunity, and nobody seems to care. Then you keep looking, you keep digging, and let's just, they always complain about all those dirty vitamins and minerals killing people. Well, in 2007, there were 600 complaints to the FDA. 600 complaints from consumers call up and say, I got diarrhea from taking too much vitamin C. I had a rapid heart rate and itchy skin because I took too much vitamin B3, and so niacin. And so I'm upset about that. Well, that same year in 2007, the calls in for pharmaceuticals for prescription drugs was just short of 500,000, all of which were killed. These are people who, their families, the doctors called in and registered a complaint because somebody was killed by a drug, a prescription drug. There's 487,152 or something like that. And it was in fine print in the same article where the 600 complaints about diarrhea and itchy skin for vitamins and minerals are the big headlines. And so here's where I want you to get a hold of that trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport to Aromatherapy, and learn how to deal with over 900 different diseases using vitamins and minerals and trace minerals and rare earths, amino acids, fatty acids, herbs, and aromatherapy oils. That's a trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport to Aromatherapy. Believe me, petitions to the medical system aren't going to help. Petitions to the government aren't going to help. They're too busy squandering your tax money, right? And so what we have to do is take the time to learn how to take care of ourselves. And I haven't been to a doctor with me being the patient in 65 years. I have never been on a prescription drug. If everybody in America were like me, guess what? The medical system would be real humble. But the fact that everybody is sick and 54% of our kids are on prescription drugs, 54% of our children are on prescription drugs. I'm talking about under the age of 18. This is an absolute crime against America. Absolute crime by one trade, one profession, and nobody seems to care. Insurance pays, and of course, when they used to say if they didn't know what the disease was, they'd say, oh, you got chronic fatigue syndrome, and of course there was a code in the insurance book that would pay for it. Well, now they found out that Lyme's disease code pays more than for chronic fatigue syndrome, so now everybody who has a disease that doctors don't know what you have, it's Lyme's disease. I get people tell me, Doc, I've had Lyme's disease for 20 years. Really? Well, Lyme's disease is a curable disease. It's caused by a bacteria. It is a close cousin of the syphilis bacteria, which is killable in 2 weeks with penicillin. You can kill the Lyme disease bacteria in 2 weeks with an antibiotic. If you're being treated for longer than 2 weeks for Lyme disease, it means your doctor doesn't know what you have, and it is likely to be something as simple as gluten intolerance, got itchy skin, sore joints, you have chronic bowel problems, and they've already taken out your gallbladder and everything else. They say, well, the only thing left is Lyme disease. And well, that's because the code in the code insurance books pays very well for Lyme disease. Okay? And it's absolutely a crime. In fact, the insurance companies should be watching that. Anybody who's treated for Lyme disease for longer than 2 weeks, especially in a doctor's office with IVs, they go, I really feel good after my IV, but then in 3 days I'm depressed again. Okay. Get a hold of that trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and Passport to Aromatherapy. And the only time you're going to need a doctor is when you're run over by a concrete truck. Well, stick with us. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
So you finally decided to start taking a vitamin supplement. Those chewables and tablets are fine if you don't mind paying for something that is only absorbed about 4 to 6%. However, a liquid supplement can have a 90% absorption rate if you choose the right one. Longevity offers a wide variety of liquid supplements with a 90% absorption rate or more. Beyond Tangy Tangerine may be the best one ever invented. It starts as a liquid that is freeze-dried like those instant coffees into a crystal. Then all you have to do is add a couple of scoops to water. No refrigeration, no fuss, no mess. Not only do you get a complete multiple vitamin, Beyond Tangy Tangerine also has minerals, and it tastes fantastic. You'll want to drink it all day long. So the next time you reach for a vitamin supplement, reach for Beyond Tangy Tangerine from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
With increasing rates of osteoporosis, it's becoming more and more evident that most Americans have low blood levels of calcium. Some would say,
I get all the calcium I need from dairy products.
Unfortunately, that's just not true. Besides, most dairy products are homogenized and can contain steroids and antibiotics that kill off good bacteria in the digestive system. Not to mention, the human body needs magnesium to make use of dietary calcium. That's why Longevity developed OsteoFX Plus, containing bioavailable plant-derived forms of vitamin D3, calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, and glucosamine sulfate. OsteoFX Plus is formulated to support healthy bones and joints. Not to mention OsteoFX Plus tastes great, unlike other products that taste like chalk or dirt. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, this is one of those ones. Actually, we should probably get this out of the way right off the bat, because this is something you've been talking about and we've been discussing on this radio show for a number of years, and that is these unnecessary and unneeded procedures and treatments and tests that are often done, nothing more really than to pad the doctor's bill or because they're afraid they're going to miss something and then they'll get sued. But this Fox News story's headline, just say don't. The doctors question 135 routine tests and treatments. Say now there's 135. That's how many medical tests, treatments, and other procedures, many used for decades, now identified as almost always unnecessary and often harmful, which doctors and patients should therefore avoid or at least seriously question. And they've started a new thing. It's 17 of these medical societies, these medical professional societies, ranging anything from neurology to ophthalmology to thoracic surgery, have all banded together in a campaign that's being called Choosing Wisely, organized by the American Board of Internal Medicine's Foundation. And it's aimed at doctors to try and get them to stop performing these unnecessary procedures, but they're also wanting to get it out to the patients. So they, because I think they've already figured out that the doctors aren't going to stop padding their bill. So they figure if they get the patients educated, much like we've been trying to do for a number of years, and they can maybe get the patient to say, no, I don't want that test, or no, I don't want that procedure. And according to Dr. Glenn Stream, he's a family physician and on the board of the American Academy of Family Physicians. He says his group has identified 10 unnecessary procedures. He says, but there are a lot of things that are done frequently but don't contribute to people's health and may be harmful. Goes on to say that the American Academy of Pediatrics physicians say they should question CT scans for kids with minor head injuries and or abdominal pain because it usually doesn't improve the diagnosis and raises the risk of giving the kid cancer. And according to Dr. John Santa, director of the Consumer Reports Health Ratings Center, says for the most part, the medical specialty groups did not consider cost when they made up this list. And if their advice is followed, however, it could save billions of dollars a year in wasteful spending. One large group that looked at it, a group of 300,000 patients, they calculated that following the choosing wisely advice for just 2 of these procedures, that would be EKGs or electrocardiograms and bone density scans, it would reduce its billings by $1 million a year. And they say nationally that would translate to $1 billion with a B a year. That's just on unnecessary treatments, like giving somebody that's got a viral infection, antibiotics, which it won't work.
Exactly. And of course, a lot of these things are dangerous. They say CAT scans are just loaded with radiation, so you don't want to be giving those to little kids in their brains. Not a good idea. And when they put kids in a hospital, they're likely to get infections, right? And so, especially kids, they tend to be not so clean, not so hygienic. And it's really tragic. When you look at mammograms, there's a big one. That just came out in November 2012. And they said 31% of all mammograms that are positive are false positive. That amounted to 1.3 million women who got false positives in the United States who were under age 40 for mammograms. They had their breasts removed. They had chemotherapy and radiation. They were all false positives. The worst year for false positive tests for mammograms was 2008, where they had 70,000 false positives, 70,000. And, of course, they never notified the women that they were false positives. They just put them in the cure line on the charts because, of course, they didn't die of cancer, and so they got 70,000 cures, which were really false positives. So thank you for bringing that up. And, of course, we will continue to persist on Dead Doctors Don't Lie, protect the American public from the doctors who use the patient as a ATM machine. We'll be back after these messages.
According to the CDC, nearly half of all Americans take at least one prescription drug daily. For those over the age of 60, almost 40% are taking at least 5 medications every day. Some of those drugs costing hundreds of dollars. Most people struggle to pay for these expensive drugs, but FDI Longevity has the answer with discount pharmacy cards. You can get at 10% and on some drugs up to an 85% discount, up to a 35% discount on hearing aids, and up to a 60% discount on lab tests, even ones for your pets. This card never expires, and best of all, the FDI Longevity card is free. That's right, I said free. Imagine the change in your life with extra change in your pocket. All because you're saving hundreds, if not thousands, on your medical costs with your FDI Longevity discount card. Contact your local FDI Longevity associate and find out how you could get your free pharmacy discount card. And remember, it's free!
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Longevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Did Did you know that drinking pure, high alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Michigan. And Patricia, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
All right.
Hello, Patricia, you're on the air.
Hello. Thank you. Good afternoon, Dr. Wallach.
Hi. How can I help you?
Blessing. Yes, sir, I'm calling. I had a stroke in 2009. As a result of the stroke, it affected the side of my body. And I'm calling I started the 94 Life program. It's been very good. It's almost time for me. I've just about run out of everything. But my question to you, sir, the way it was explained to me, because there was bleeding in what happened, sir, I had a blood clot that formed in my leg. And I had surgery to remove the blood clot, I ended up having an emergency craniectomy.
Okay. That was to get a blood clot off your brain?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so are you at home now?
Yes, I am. I'm at home. Yes, I'm doing well.
Okay, good. How much do you weigh?
I weigh 217, sir.
270 or 217?
217.
Okay. And how tall are you, dear?
I'm 5'5".
All right. Now, you've bเป็นtaking the product, the Healthy Start Pack, for 1 month or 2 weeks or what?
No, it'll be, so it's almost 2 weeks now. Yes.
Okay. All right. And do you feel like you've seen any benefit at all?
Yes, I feel good.
Okay, good. All right. Well, what I would suggest is, you obviously want to order your product because it's going to take you 3 to 5 working days to get it to you. They're in Michigan. And then you want to get on auto ship so it just arrives. That'll save shipping. You don't have to pay shipping. It'll save you another 8% if you get on auto ship. Now, with that said, there's 2 things that I would add to the Healthy Start Pack with your history of stroke. One would be the nightly essence. It's a wonderful enzyme, but one of the enzymes in there is called nattokinase, and it's legendary for being able to actually digest blood clots. And so I would have you take 3 of those at bedtime. There'd be 1 bottle a month of the nightly essence at bedtime with a glass of water. Go ahead and take 3 of those nightly essence enzymes and raise the nattokinase level in your blood. And then I would also take what we call Ultimate Daily Tablets. I would add the Ultimate Daily Tablets. I would take 3 of those Ultimate Daily Tablets twice a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner. And they are designed to support and promote healthy blood flow through blocked blood vessels, arteries, and veins, and also they're designed to support and promote healthy blood pressure levels. Now, you need also to lose some weight here. At 5'5", 217, I'd like to see you down to like 140, 150. It'd be like almost 60, 70 pounds. Hang on. When we come back, I'll show you how to do that, too. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach today, call us on the priority line, 831-685-1080, toll free, 888-379-2552.
You've You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we will see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember the phone number. Again, it's 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Have you ever noticed how many sick and miserable people there are? I'm serious. I'm talking about people of all ages who have conditions and diseases which affect their quality of life. Most of them seem to have one thing in common: polypharmacy. That is, dependence on multiple prescription drugs with side effects that actually make them sicker and sicker, not healthy. The good news is that people are waking up to the fact that if you supply your body with all of the nutrients it requires, you will feel better, be healthier, and have a better life. It's important to know that Beyond Tangy Tangerine is the most amazing, great tasting, comprehensive nutritional supplement. Besides supplying all the vitamins our bodies need, it also supplies the necessary minerals that are required for the vitamins to kick in. Look, folks, I'm hooked on it, and I think if you try it, you'll become hooked. This stuff really works. That's why I'm urging you to make it part of your daily health regimen. Visit InfoWarsTeam.com to secure your canister of Beyond Tangy Tangerine today. Sign up for auto ship and save on shipping costs. That's Beyond Tangy Tangerine at InfoWarsTeam.com.
Okay, Doug, we're going right back to Michigan and Patricia. Okay, we got you going on just about everything, except I want to make sure there's no ongoing damage. That means you need to avoid fried foods, processed meats, nitrates and nitrites, oils, things like margarines, mayonnaise, salad dressings, cooking oils. If you eat canned fish, they got to be packed in water. Mustard, tomato sauce, not oils. And then if you have any skin problems, dry skin, eczema, dermatitis, or history of respiratory stuff, I would also get off of gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. And then lastly, to work on this weight thing, I would have you take what we call ASAP. That's as soon as possible, as slim as possible, or as slim as possible, as soon as possible, however you want to say it. And you put a dropper full under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal, and you'll begin to lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. Now, the beauty of this is, as long as you stay on your program with the 2 healthy start packs per month, that's 1 ounce of the Osfix Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine Nutri-Crystals at breakfast and dinner, and 3 of the EFA Pluses twice a day, you won't gain the weight back, because being overweight is a factor of nutritional deficiencies. It's a nutritional deficiencies, not a lack of exercise, not a lack of self-image or anything of that nature. Okay, Doug, let's go to a caller.
Let's head to Iowa. And Melissa, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Melissa, you're on the air.
Hi. I was diagnosed with schizophrenia. For the past year, I haven't been taking the 90/90.
Okay, wait a minute. I missed that. You're diagnosed with what?
Schizophrenia.
I'm just not getting what you're saying.
Schizophrenia.
Okay, schizophrenia. Okay. Schizophrenia, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you hear voices?
I think that people are stalking me, and I think people are talking about me when they aren't.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay. And are you on medication?
Yeah, I'm on Risperidone, and I'm also taking an anxiety pill.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how much do you weigh, Melissa?
150.
Oh, and how tall are you?
5'9".
Okay. Well, here's what I would suggest to you. Number one, do not get off your medication. You must stay on your medication, okay? Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you stay on your medication because the only one who can help you get off your medication are the doctors who put you on the medication. Now, with that said, I would have you stay away from certain foods. You want to stay away from sugar, okay? No sugar, natural or processed. Very important here. And do you have any history of skin problems like eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
I have celiac.
You do have celiac. Okay, good. That's where I was going. Very good. So you know to stay away from gluten, wheat, barley, rye, and oats in all its forms, correct?
Yes.
Okay, but it's in hidden places, so I want you to get a hold of that CD called Serial Killers and listen to that 10 times so you know all the hidden places. But hang on, I'm going to give you a supplement program after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach today, call us on the priority line at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552.
Hi, it's MZ from KSCO in Santa Cruz, and I'm too excited to sleep. Have you ever been too excited to sleep? In my case, I can't sleep because I'm engaged in my own fun, wonderful, rewarding business in which I do well and do good, lots of good at the same time. The wheels in my head are always turning, coming up with creative ideas to grow this business and to share it with others, train them for free, and get them to my level of success and excitement. This business has no employees, no rent, and no advertising cost. It's a people business that uses phones, video, email, and online technology to spread a very valuable and timely message about health, wealth, and above all, independence. You can get started in this business with as little as $10, but if you can afford an additional one-time charge of $500, you can jumpstart your success. But it doesn't cost anything to watch a 17-minute video all about this amazing business that you too can join and start doing well and do a lot of good at the same time. Go online to this website, tooexcitedtosleep.net. That's tooexcitedtosleep.net. tooexcitedtosleep.net.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Iowa and Melissa. Okay, so once you get rid of the bad things, and the sugar is certainly one of them, alcohol is another one because it's liquid sugar, then I would stay away from fried foods and processed meats and nitrates and nitrites. And again, since you know you're celiac, I would suspect this has a major cause or a major relationship to the schizophrenia, because schizophrenia is a chemical imbalance. Any psychiatrist or psychologist will tell you that, but it's really a nutritional deficiency causing the chemical imbalance. So you can't absorb things very well because you have celiac disease, and of course celiac disease is something you can manage extremely well with diet, but you have to know all the hidden places are gluten. Tomato soup, chicken rice soup is thickened with it, gravies. They put breadcrumbs and cracker crumbs in meatloaf and meatballs. You say, well, I can't eat the spaghetti, but I'll have just the meatball. Well, it's loaded with breadcrumbs. And so, do you have a dog or a cat, Melissa?
Yes.
Okay, you feeding him dry dog food?
Yes.
Well, guess what? That's where you're getting your gluten. You're still getting glutened. Okay, so you need to switch over to canned dog food, and I would stay away from the dry dog foods because they are loaded with gluten. Okay, the dust will get you. The dog lays on the couch, lays on the rug. You sit on the couch. It gets in your clothes, gets in your hair. If the dog sleeps in the bed, guess what? You're getting gluten everywhere. So you got to change the type of dog food you're feeding them, because you're getting heavily contaminated with gluten through the dog food. That's why I want you to get that CD, Serial Killers. It tells you all the weird places you're going to find gluten. Then, let's see here. I want you to take, at 150 pounds, I want you to take 2 Healthy Start packs per month. That will allow you to have 1 ounce of the liquid mineral calcium mix blend that's called OsteoX Plus. I want you to take an ounce twice a day. I want you to take 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine Nutri-Crystals at breakfast and 2 scoops at dinner time, and then 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner. That'll all be taken care of by the 2 Healthy Start packs per month. I would like you to take the Smart FX, which are DHAs and EPAs, the raw materials for the neurons, the cells in the brain, to actually make neurotransmitters when it comes to cognition, problem solving, things like memory. And I want you to take 3 of those twice a day. It's 2 bottles a month. And then I would also like you to take what we call D-stress capsules, capital D-stress, capital D like David, dash, and then the word stress. I want you to take 3 of those 3 times a day. That's 9 a day. That's 3 bottles a month. And that's going to give you the raw materials so that your brain can actually utilize energy properly, and it supports proper brain cell metabolism. And let's start there. Then call me every couple of weeks. Bring me up to date. Let me know how you're doing. But do check with your doctor who prescribed your medications on a regular basis, and let them determine whether or not it's time to begin weaning off your medication. Certainly don't cold turkey off your medication, and only begin to wean off them when you get permission from the guy who gave the prescriptions. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Los Angeles, California, and Victor, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Victor, you're on the air.
Good afternoon, Dr. Wallach. Thank you for taking my call.
You bet, sir. What's up?
I've been told that I've borderline diabetic for the last 10, 15 years, but my doctor has never really put me on medication because he said I'm managing it properly. Mm-hmm. But my blood sugar is usually between 90 and sometime 130, and I've seen it up to 200. Mm-hmm. So I know there's some issues that I need to address.
Sure.
So I started on your product, the Tangerine, the Ultimate EFA, and the Sweeties. And my sugar is spiking now. I checked it the other day, and it was like 340. And I'm taking 4 scoops of the Tangerine in the morning and then 4 in the evening.
Mm-hmm. Now, we'll stop there a minute.
Okay.
Are you putting it in juice or are you putting it in water?
Just water.
Okay. I would do a diet diary because nobody's blood sugar goes up with these products. If anything, they dive. They go down. If your blood sugar is running 90 to 130, it wouldn't be unusual for it to be in the 60s. Right away within a couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. And so there's some place you're getting some sugar, and whether it's, your neighbor made you some cornbread or you're eating zucchini, and things like zucchini, squash, you go out and eat vegetables, stir-fry vegetables or steamed vegetables. They put a lot of zucchini and squash in there, crookneck squash, yellow squash. When you heat them up, they turn into sugar very quickly. And so I find that this is a very common place where people they think they're eating well because they're eating vegetables, and they don't realize that squash is a form of sugar. That includes zucchini. So you want to check that out, and I would do a food diary and see what you are eating. And let's see here. I can't imagine why it would go up, because with the Sweeties, there's enough of the nutrients in there that sensitize your cell walls so that they will recognize insulin. Your blood sugar should be dropping, so there's a source of sugar somewhere in your diet. And again, it can be bread. Hamburger buns have 25% more sugar in it than an equal weight of a slice of bread. So hamburger buns can certainly be a source of sugar. Another hidden place are processed carbohydrates, things like noodles and chicken noodle soup, pasta, even picante sauce. Salsa is just loaded with sugar. And so I would leave all that stuff out. And call me again tomorrow and let me know what your blood sugar is tomorrow, making sure you eliminate all that kind of stuff, okay?
It's taking 4 scoops of the Tangerine. Is that too much?
Well, how much do you weigh?
Right at 200.
I would go ahead and and drop it down to 2 twice a day. That would be sort of the recommended level, is 2 scoops per 100 pounds. But there's just not that much sugar. There's a lot of fruit in there, but the sugar has been removed. It's not like there's a lot of sugar in there. And so I would go ahead and cut it back down to 2 twice a day, which would be the appropriate dose, and see if that doesn't help also. Okay? Give me a call tomorrow. Okay, Doug, let's go 2 callers.
Let's stay in California and head over to Shannon. You're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Shannon. You're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach.
Hi. How can I help you?
Well, I'm a distributor, and I have a lady with a 25-year-old son, and apparently he's real skinny, and she said he has a quote-unquote slight case of muscular dystrophy, and he weighs about 100 to 125 pounds. And I asked all the gluten and shellfish questions, and he doesn't have apparently any problem with gluten or shellfish. He's not on any medication, but he has a hard time swallowing pills, and they're interested in liquid nutrition.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you know what he weighs?
100 to 125.
Okay, 125. Okay. All right. Well, certainly, I would want to ask a couple of questions. Does this kid have any respiratory problems? Does he have any, asthma? Does he have any skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, constipation where he needs laxatives or fiber? That would be a useful piece of information. You get that for me and let me know tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay?
I asked all those questions.
And they were negative?
About bronchitis, yes. Bronchitis, asthma, rosacea, dermatitis, all that. And they said negative.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Well, hang on. Get your pen and paper ready. I'll give you some information after these messages.
If you're up several times every night to go to the bathroom, have frequent urination during the day, feel like you have to urinate, but then have difficulty getting a stream going, have leaking, dribbling, or urgency to the point a restroom must always be nearby, you may have an enlarged prostate. According to the National Kidney Foundation, by age 60, more than half of all men have an enlarged prostate, or BPH. By age 85, that number is 90%, according to the American Urological Association. Ultimate ProstFX from Youngevity has been developed for nutritional support of the prostate gland. ProstFX promotes prostate health and supports healthy prostate function. Stop sprinting to the restroom and avoid those embarrassing moments with ProstFX from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or the metabolic syndrome, and you're tired of seeing your blood glucose levels rise and fall like a ship on the ocean, but you don't want to take those drugs the rest of your life, Youngevity has an alternative. A product called Sweeties has been developed just for you. Used as part of your regular diet, Sweeties helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels, a formulation specially designed to nutritionally assist your body with the regulation of your blood sugar level. Sweeties supports healthy glucose metabolism because it's fortified with aspartic acid, chromium, and vanadium, all to help you promote healthy blood sugar levels. If you want to get off those drugs and control your blood sugar metabolism naturally, try Youngevity's Sweeties product. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Gold isn't for you? Ted Anderson, president of Midas Resources, one of the world's premier gold and precious metal investing firms. I get it. You wouldn't buy gold if you believed that the government is doing a great job, that the Fed will stop handing out trillions of dollars like bailout candy, that Social Security would be there for you. That's not what's happening. You might even pass on gold if the stimulus package wouldn't fuel inflation, or that the dollar wouldn't lose value, or that your retirement would be secure. If all looks rosy to you, then now is not the time to buy gold. For the realist, there have never been more sobering reasons to diversify with gold. Since 2001, the U.S. dollar index has tanked 30%, while gold has risen 300%. Right now, savvy investors are adding gold to their portfolios. You should too. Find out what they know. Call us and I'll send you 10 reasons why gold will do very well, free. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and the 90 for Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to California and Shannon. Okay, what I would do for this kid is this. First of all, even though he doesn't seem like he has gluten intolerance, it's one of the very common rails that people with muscular dystrophy or fibromyalgia, these types of diseases, have. And so I'd put him on a gluten-free diet anyway. It's going to improve, if nothing else, it'll improve the efficiency of absorption of nutrients. So I'd put him on a gluten-free diet, no fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, no oils. It means no margarines, mayonnaise, salad dressings, cooking oils, heath, canned fish. They got to be packed in water, mustard, or tomato sauce, not oil. Then at 125 pounds, I'd have him take one Healthy Start pack per month. One Healthy Start pack per month, and I would divide it in half. So he's taking a tablespoon, which is a half ounce of the Osteovex Plus at breakfast and dinner, one scoop of the Beyond Tangerine Nutri-Crystals at breakfast and dinner, and the 3 EFAs he'd use a day, just spread them out, one at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All that would be accomplished by the one Healthy Start pack per month. I'd also have him take 5 of the glucogel capsules twice a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at dinner. That would be, and if he doesn't want to take the capsules, he can take the liquid. We do have a liquid glucogel. He could take an ounce of that 3 times a day, be 3 quarts a month of the liquid glucogel, ounce at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I would also have him take the selenium. That would be, I'd have him take 2 of those 3 times a day, 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch, 2 at dinner. He will either have to take those capsules or open them up and put them in something like applesauce to take them down. But he needs 2 of our ultimate selenium 3 times a day. It's 2 bottles a month. And then I think I'd have him take the de-stress capsules, 3 of those twice a day. It would be 2 bottles a month of de-stress capsules. And that's going to cover his basic platform, what he needs to do well and support and promote maintenance and repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone matrix, muscles, again, connective tissue, ligaments, and so on. And so go there, and if you would, give me some kind of feedback every couple of weeks. Okay, Doug, do we have time to try one more?
Yeah, let's head over to Arkansas. And Fred, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Fred, you're on the air. Speak up, sir. Yes.
25 years ago, I developed a severe allergic reaction after eating a meal, and through process of elimination, I discovered it was red meat, different types of red meat. Shortly thereafter, actually about 3 months ago, I heard a news story that this allergy to meat was possibly caused by something they call the Lone Star tick. And I just wondered if there is any validity to that.
No. Nope. No validity to that one. That's quite a stretch of reality. Absolutely no reality, nothing to do with that unless you get an allergy to Lone Star tick and you're eating Lone Star tick. So, yeah, I wouldn't be concerned about that. But there's enough other options for getting high-quality protein. You don't have to eat red meat if you're sensitive to it. You could eat eggs, and there's chicken eggs, turkey eggs, duck eggs, guinea eggs, quail eggs. You can get these weird different types of eggs at the Oriental food stores. So it's not like you have to eat one particular type of egg. And then there's poultry, there's chicken and turkey and duck, there's fish of all kinds, and so there's no particular shortage of good sources of protein. We also have our Slender FX shake, which is a mix of whey protein, which is out of milk, and also it has some soy proteins in it, so you get a good spectrum of amino acids. And I like to make it up. If you need to gain weight, you can add heavy whipping cream to it. If you need to lose weight, the Slender FX weight management shake, you can just throw in some water to mix it up. And also, cheese, if you're not allergic to dairy products, are a good source of protein. So that's kind of the direction I would go. And just don't eat any Lone Star ticks. But thank you, everybody. You're really great questions and testimonies. Say thank you so much, Doug and Billy. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
The freeze-dry guy, leader in the preparedness industry for 44 years, is closing his California warehouse. Don't miss out on this huge warehouse sale and receive discounts from 30 to 40% off on the finest Mountain House and Packaway brand freeze-dried and dehydrated foods for long-term food storage or even everyday use. Plus deep discounts on all in-stock survival gear. The Freeze-Dry Guy is offering a wide selection of freeze-dried foods in number 10 cans and even individually packaged entrees. Remember, meats, vegetables, fruits, and long-range patrol rations are the main components for any long-term food storage. This is limited to stock on hand, so hurry and call 866-404-3663 or 530-798-4414. Remember, as always, free shipping to the lower 48 states. So hurry up and call 866-404-3663 or 530-798-4414. Remember, this is limited to stock on hand. The Freeze-Dry Guy is your choice for survival food in an uncertain world.